Maybe I've been living under 1,500 rocks and about 12 boulders. But exactly why on this forsaken rock called planet Earth is Jonathan Major so damn hated for? Like, seriously, what he so hated for? After doing research on sites after sites, I still haven't found any significant or compelling evidence that he's this big bad boogeyman Hollywood and social media been talking about. Because social media is so fickle. I mean, one minute he's an in-demand actor, next he's this knockout king against women. Now, why social media stop talking about this man here? Now, from what I read about this man, he's way worse than Jonathan Majors. Now, I understand why nobody ain't been talking about him, especially Black Twitter, since they like broadcasting every damn thing. And I gotta call it the way I see it. Social media talk about Jonathan Majors all the time. The incident that happened with him was way in February of this year, and they still talk about him. Sometimes I see blogs, sometimes I see different websites, and they all really can't come to one conclusion other than he's a bad man. Like he's the only person that did something against women, while there's a slew of Hollywood actors who did that, including Sean Penn when he was married to Madonna back in the 80s. If you don't know about the story about Chad Wheeler, he was this football player who had a pretty girlfriend that he whipped almost to kingdom come. For some kind of reason or another, he just decided to just take out all his frustration and anger on her and nearly beat her to death, you know. And so Chad Wheeler is serving 60 months in jail. And like I said, Majors haven't nearly called the woman to kingdom come. Not like Chad Wheeler did. I'm talking about, and you would think social media would talk about him or just like give an update of his whereabouts and how he's doing and how the ex-girlfriend doing. Oh, pretty much swept that story under the rug and just kept it moving. And out of all the websites I visit, none of the websites can all agree on what exactly makes Jonathan Major such a bad guy, except that he had various different assault allegations levied against him by women who claims without evidence that he beats on you worse than a child on a pinata. Other than that, they don't really got nothing to go on. And if you look up the way Hollywood is, especially if you're black, unfortunately, I have to put that out there. The number one thing they have on you or that they'll put on you to really discredit you and destroy your career is to say an allegation against you by a woman. That is usually the downfall. Actor Cuba Gooding Jr., he almost had his career derailed for an accusation about this woman in the bar said that he was groping her. When, if you look at it, it was consensual. It was mutual between both of them. I remember seeing Cuba Gooding Jr. being hauled off in handcuffs and all, and I said, oh, crap, not radio. They didn't got radio, too, after Cosby. Good grief, they getting everybody. But I'm just saying, I'm still not fully convinced at all that people just sit by this campfire telling scary Jonathan Major stories. And like I say, Facebook is a whole different mess with mostly black people against him simply because of who that man laying up with. And Twitter been rolling on this man for the last couple weeks with Megan by his side, and it only got worse, way worse. I'm gonna talk about it only got worse when he got with her. Not that it's her fault, but you would think that since a lot of black folks claim that they don't like him because number one, he's dating outside his race. And now this is what I've been seeing on the comments. This is what I've seen all the time in the comment section. This is what they talk about all the time when they bring him up. You would think they'd be finally happy that he with a black woman, Megan Good, but they just still pick on him. And I just don't understand it. But lately, the Facebook comments been very nice. So I'm glad that some black people have a bit of decency and not pick on him this time. Guess nobody was in the bullying spirit because, you know, after the boss on the job took theirs after about an 8 or a 12-hour shift. But everybody was respectful. Well, almost everybody, because you got a few jokers in here still picking on the man. Look, you can have your own opinion. Say what you want because everybody have a right to their opinion. But dang, This man getting drugged and not Chad Wheeler. People just need to do research. Oh, well, they don't talk about, the media don't talk about Chad Wheeler. They don't push that story out. It's a reason why they ain't pushing that story out. And it's a reason why they keep pushing Johnathan Majors out. Think about it. Not gonna understand and see if he did what Chad Wheeler did, then yeah, he deserved everything that he's getting. But around February or January, when all this incident had took place, you would have thought that it was a O.J. Simpson part two, the way everybody was acting. But that's to be expected. Until next time, everybody, peace and continue to have a good one. Later.